Is everybody doing today? I hope everybody's having a great day. Welcome back to another live English lesson with me. My name is Shelly. Good to see all you guys here today. If this is your first time, welcome. Hope you guys enjoyed the lesson. We'll be doing a great speaking lesson today. It looked like I had a bit of a internet issue there, but it looks like it's all cleared up today. Like I said, my name is Shelly. Today, if you look at the title of today's lesson, it's going to be the first conditional speaking practice. First conditional speaking practice. So it's going to be a great lesson. It's an intermediate to advanced lesson. I'm just getting my lighting a little better here for me. And today, in honor of my LA Dodgers, I've got my Dodgers hat on. An amazing day today. 3 home runs. Set a new record. Joined the only person that joined the 50-50 club. So in honor of him, I've got my Dodgers hat on. But we're not here to talk baseball. We're here to study English. All right, we're going to be looking at the first conditional. I've done conditional videos in the past on my channel. I've done a live lesson as well. We're going to focus on speaking practice today, and we're going to focus just on the first conditional. There will be one chance where you will get to make a second conditional sentence, but for the most part, we're going to focus on the first conditional. So let's take a look at the lesson. And first conditional, first we're going to figure out what is it, what does it mean, how do we make it. So if we look at the screen here, which on this a bit bigger, that way it's easier to see. So basically the first conditional, if we look at the pattern that's written right here, the first conditional, it's always going to follow this simple pattern here. We're always going to have if, all right, let's switch this around. Why is my internet so slow today? So we've got my if right here, right? Then we're going to have the present simple, After that, most cases, we're going to be using the verb will. Now, it's not the only verb we can use here. You could use verbs like might. You could say may. You could say should. You could say can. But will is typically the most common one that we use. And of course, with will, you also need a base verb, which I call sometimes the main verb. Okay, you can't have will by itself. Okay, will always needs another verb. All right, so make sure you know that will always need another verb. Now, one of the common mistakes that people make when we make this sentence is they will put if, and then instead of the simple present, they use will. They will go if, will, and then will again. Okay, that is incorrect. We cannot have will 2 times here. Okay, will is only with the main verb, with the base verb. Okay, so that's how we make it. We're going to have the present simple with the will and then the base verb. So I've got an example sentence there right below it. If we read it, it says, if it rains tomorrow, we will cancel the picnic. All right, if it rains tomorrow, we will cancel the picnic. All right, does everybody got that? If it rains tomorrow, we will cancel the picnic. All right, so that just means the condition is rain. We don't know if it's going to rain, but we're just saying if it does, mission happens, then the second action is we will cancel the picnic. We're not going to go to the picnic. We will cancel it. Okay, so we got will and cancel. Cancel is my verb there, my base verb. All right, now let's go. We'll look at some situations of, when do we use this? Now, one of the most common ways when we use this it's going to be right here. We're talking about a real possibility. Okay, real possibility. Something is very likely to happen, we will use the first conditional. Now, in the example just above, rain, if we're checking the weather forecast, we kind of know, oh, tomorrow it's cloudy. There's the possible chance of rain. So it is likely, right? So if it rains tomorrow, we'll cancel the picnic. So this is only, we're talking about real possibilities here, real possibilities, right? So if it rains tomorrow, another option is we will stay indoors. We will stay indoors. Okay, so this is really important right here. If something is likely to happen, then, which is using will. All right, now, what other situations can we use the first conditional? We're not only going for that, we're going to be talking about future events or predictions. So a prediction is my guess for the future. I've got two example sentences here. If I finish my work early, that's the future. I'll join you for dinner. We're talking about a future action. If we leave now, we will arrive on time. That's my prediction. The condition is I have to leave now. For me to join you for dinner, I have to finish my work early. Those are the conditions. That's why this is called the first conditional. Now we have advice and recommendations. And this one, we're not going to use will. You're going to see we're going to be using should. So if you want to improve your English, you should start practice speaking regularly, right? Okay, so 1 second. It looks like I'm having some technical problems here while I fix this issue. Okay, let's see if this works. All right. It seems like my lesson document is not moving. So let me just get it off the screen, put it back on the screen again. Hopefully that solves the issue. And it did. Okay, so there we go. I was talking and I didn't notice that my screen was not moving. So let's just quickly go over these again. Future events or predictions, anything in the future, we're going to be using this if scenario. With advice, we're not going to use will, we're going to use should. We're going to use should. Okay, so the example sentence here is, if you want to improve your English, you should practice speaking regularly. Okay, we're not going to be using will here. We're going to be using, we're giving advice. Easiest way to give advice is using should. All right, so last one is a threat or a promise, a threat or promise. So anytime you're going to threaten someone, or if you're promising something to someone, again, we will use first conditional. If you don't clean your room, I won't let you go out. That's my threat, or that's my promise to you. All right, so we're going to be using, when we're threatening or promising people. But the main thing I want you to know is we need to know the pattern. This pattern is what I really want you to remember. Okay, this one right here. If plus the present simple You're going to have a comma. Second phrase will have will. Again, you need a subject again, but will, and then a base verb. This is what we are going to be using for, all of our sentences today. Okay, so please remember this pattern. I'll put this pattern on the screen as well. I'll make a banner for it. All right, so here's the banner right there. So I'll keep that on the screen for when you start making sentences. So what we're going to do now, there's no exercises today. There's no warm up. We're jumping right into speaking. All right, I'm going to do the first one with you. And from the second one, I want you guys to start trying. I want you to start typing. I want you to try speaking at home as well. So let's look at how we're going to do this. What we're going to do is I'm going to give you a scenario, a situation. Today's scenario is we're talking about dinner. Okay. And the situation is, let's say you're cooking dinner with a friend. All right. You try the dish and you think it's missing garlic. Right? Maybe this dish needs some garlic flavor, I think, right? So how would we make a sentence here for that then? How would we make a sentence for that? Okay. Again, we're making an if sentence. Let's try to make this even bigger. All right, make it a little bit bigger. All right, so what I would say here for my sentence, okay, again, the sentence pattern, the grammar pattern is on the screen. I'm going to say if we add garlic. Okay, so this is the first part. So we is my subject, add is the present simple verb. If we add garlic, it will taste even better. All right, so if we add garlic, it will taste even better. All right, so does that make sense? Does that make sense? Does that sentence make sense? So I think it was missing garlic. I think it really needed that garlic flavor. So my sentence was, if we add garlic, if we put garlic into the dish, it'll taste even better. All right. So now let's go. It's your turn. Let's see if you can answer. The scenario is a weekend trip. You're planning a weekend trip, and the situation says you and your friend are planning a weekend trip. You check the weather and see that that rain is forecasted. Okay, you and your friend are planning a weekend trip. You check the weather and see that rain is forecasted. All right, so if rain is forecasted, can you make an if sentence with that? Okay, now remember, I'm going to put up here as well. We don't have to always use, I've got this, if, actually, I'll put it up here. If plus my subject plus present simple. And then I've always said, you have another subject here. Most of the times we are going to be using the verb will. You could use may, your choice. If you want to use some of these other verbs, that is fine. All right, so you and a friend are planning a weekend trip. You check the weather and see that the rain is forecasted. Now, there's so many different answers. My answer, if it rains tomorrow, we will still go because we are staying at a hotel. Right? So rain is not going to affect my trip. I'm at a hotel. Okay. So many different answers we could use here. It's like it seems like a ghost town. All right, so I've got another one there. If it ends up raining, we'll probably have to cancel our camping trip. If it ends up raining, we'll probably have to cancel our camping trip. Okay. Ends up raining, that means it's the result. If the result is raining, then we'll probably have to cancel our camping trip. Yeah, you don't want to be camping in the rain. All right, let's look at scenario number 3. We've got a job interview. All right, you just had a job interview. Right, you just had this job interview. You feel optimistic about the outcome. Okay, what does that mean? You feel optimistic about the outcome. What does that mean? It means you feel good. So optimistic means you feel good. You feel very positive. Okay, so you feel optimistic about the outcome. Outcome means the result. So you go to a job interview and you feel, you feel very good. You feel positive. Oh, yeah, that went well, I think. And I'm positive. I think it's a good, I think I'm going to be successful. So I'm excited. And what am I excited about? I'm excited about what I will do with the huge salary they're offering. So this company, I had a good interview. They're offering a huge salary. So I'm really excited about that. Hello, YFS. How are you? Yes, optimistic means feel good. All right, so if we make an if sentence with that, if in the present simple plus will in the base verb, what I would say is, if I get the job, I will buy myself a new expensive watch. You're getting a new salary, a huge salary. Huge means if I receive the job, they give me the job, then I'll buy myself a new expensive watch. Right. Now, remember, everybody, if you have a different answer, feel free to put it in the comments section. And this is also for people watching on the replay. I know a lot of people watch these live lessons on the replay, which is great. Hopefully you can join me live one of these days. I think that immediate interaction will really help your English. But if you are watching this on the replay, then any of these scenarios, leave your answer in the comment section. So just put, the number. This is number 3. This is number 4. This is my sentence. I'll check your sentence. And that way you'll know if you're actually speaking correctly. So make sure you do that. Also, everybody, if you're watching this on the replay, hit the like button. Hit that right now. It's probably somewhere around there. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button as well. YFS, you got a sentence here. If I get the job, I'll join a gym. Okay, all right. Huge salary. And you think gym. Wow, it's dedication. All right, let's go to number 4. Scenario number 4. You're checking out a new restaurant. All right. That's a scenario. My situation is you're at a new restaurant with a friend between getting the carbonara pasta and the margarita pizza. Okay, so you're both torn between getting the carbonara pasta and the margarita pizza. I really like one phrase I've gotten here. I'm going to make a banner really quickly. Okay. I'm torn. I'm torn. Okay. Torn, it comes from the verb tear. Right, and I'll put that on here as well. Tear, tore, torn. Okay, tear, tore, torn. Now, what does that mean? Let's see if I've got some paper here I can get rid of. I don't have any paper here. Oh, yeah, this looks fine. Little piece of paper here, okay? Yeah, it's fine. I got to make sure that it's okay for me to do this. Now, tear, right? Tear, past tense, tore. You know, past participle, torn, means this. That's tear. That's a verb which means tear. Okay. Now, what does I'm torn mean? I'm torn. And in the example sentence, it says, I'm torn between getting the carbonara pasta and the margarita pizza. So basically, imagine this is my brain. And I'm thinking, margarita pizza. No, carbonara. No, well, maybe the margarita looks really good. Yeah, but I really want the pasta. I really love carbonara, but I love pizza too. So that means I'm torn. I don't know which choice to do. Okay? That's what you if you're stuck between two choices or between some choices, you can always say I'm torn. I'm torn. It means I don't know what decision to make. I think it's my Wi-Fi. I'm not really sure. Hopefully it's okay right now. I'm looking at myself on the screen and I'm not kind of stopping, so I'm hoping it's okay. But please let me know if I keep breaking up. Thank you, Wi-Fi. So I'm torn. That means I don't really know what to do. But it's not only me. In this situation, it says my friend and I, we're both torn. We're both like, oh, carbonara, margarita. Which do we get? Which do I get? So we both are torn about the same thing. So with that situation, what if sentence will you make? All right, for me, what I am going to make for this situation is I'll say to my friend, if you get the carbonara pasta, I'll get the margarita pizza, and we can share. All right, so if you get the pasta, I'll get the pizza, and we can share. Win-win, right? It is a win-win situation. All right, that's exactly what YFS put as well. If we order both, if we order both the carbonara pasta and the margarita pizza, we will share, and both of us will become happy. We'll become happy. Yeah, exactly. Perfect. All right. But remember, guys, I want you to really remember this phrase as well. I'm torn. I'm torn is a great phrase. If you don't know if you're having trouble making a decision between two choices or a few choices, that's what you say. I'm torn. Okay, let's look at the next scenario. Studying for an exam. Now, in this situation, you're studying late at night for an important exam and you feel tired. All right, so you got a very important exam. You're studying, it's very late, late at night. Maybe like me right now, it's almost midnight and I'm feeling tired. I know that getting enough sleep is very important for performing well on a test. That means that getting sleep is important to do well on the test. If you don't get enough sleep, you might not do well on the test. Okay, so getting enough sleep is really important. So we have to make a conditional sentence with this. If, present simple, will, and the base verb. So good evening, Supergirl. How are you? What did you miss? We're making conditional sentences. I've got the pattern on the screen here. So all you have to do is make a sentence about each scenario. Okay? Hopefully that makes. Okay, so what would you guys make for this one here? By the way, I watched your new listening video for business. Yes, thank you. I did post a new video today. It was 9 o'clock my time, roughly about 3 hours ago. I posted a new business English speaking practice video. If you need to use English for work, for business, definitely check out that video. In that video, there are 30 conversations, 30 practice dialogues where you will shadow along with each conversation. There's 30 dialogues, so many different scenarios, from meeting new clients to checking in at a hotel, making reservations, airport, a lot of great business English phrases. So super cool. I'm glad you watched it. I'm glad you like it. YFS, yes, thank you for watching as well. Everybody, check it out. If you are using English for work, it will be very, very useful. So number five says you're studying late at night for an important exam and you feel tired. You know that getting enough sleep is important for performing well on the test. So in this one here, maybe my sentence, I'm going to make my text a little bit bigger so it's easier for you to see. All right, if I don't go to sleep soon, I might not do well on the test. Okay, so if I don't go to sleep soon, I might not do well on the test. Very, very important. Okay, it's always good. It's always important to go to sleep early, get a good sleep before you take a test, especially since maybe not having enough sleep, you'll do poorly. So if I don't go to sleep soon, what's going to happen? I might not do well on the test. It's not guaranteed. If I say might not, there's a 50% chance I'm not going to do well. All right, so make sure if you guys have any questions, just let me know. Let's look at situation number 6, improving English. Okay, so you're talking to a friend and he or she wants to improve their English ability. I want you to give some advice. All right, give some advice for this. Okay, remember you have to make a conditional sentence, so you please use an if sentence. One sec. It seems like my computer is malfunctioning again. I'm going to try to sort it out. Okay, so remember, I'm going to put the banner back up here for you guys. If, present simple, will, and the base verb, you need to use that to make your sentences. Right, this is going to be advice. So remember, we know which one to use for advice. Advice, we're going to be using the verb should. Should is going to be the main one here. So if you want to improve your speaking, you should speak as much as possible. All right, so if you want to improve your speaking, you should speak as much as possible. Okay. Strange internet day over here, but hopefully it's working out. I've got so many different, I got like 3 networks here, but it seems like the one I'm on is really slow. Hopefully it picks up. Okay, next. This one's kind of a difficult one, number 7. And we're not going to do too long of a live lesson today. I don't usually do a lesson on Friday, but I wanted to try Friday. Let's see if we had more people watching online. I had some free time Friday night. I'm not going to have too much free time tomorrow, so I thought instead of tomorrow, I'll do a lesson today. Supergirl, you have an answer here. For the previous one, both YFS, let me put you guys' answers on the screen. All right, if you don't get enough sleep, oh, 1 second, where'd it go? There we go. If I don't get sleep enough, okay, so you need to put sleep in enough opposite, okay? They need to switch. If I don't get enough sleep, I might fail the exam. Okay, and then YFS, your answer here, if I don't get enough sleep, I will do good in my exam. Okay, that's probably, I will not do good on my exam. Okay, if I don't get enough sleep, I will not do well, and it should be well. I will not do well on my exam. And then YFS for your improving English. If you want to improve your English, you should try to shadow along with Shelly's speaking video. Yes, shadow along to that business one there. And Supergirl, if you want to improve your speaking, you should try to meet native speakers on apps. Yes, the more you speak with native speakers, the faster you'll improve your English. Yeah, right, super slow. This is getting frustrating. Fighter Boarders, hi, how are you? See, look at that. I had you on the screen. Now it's gone. Hopefully I can get you back. There you are. Hi, Fighters. How are you? We're having some internet issues today over here. Super slow. I'm breaking up, moving like a robot on the screen. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what you meant, YFS. I thought that's what you meant. All right. So number 7, scenario number 7. It says you're planning a surprise birthday party, right? And this birthday party is for someone special. You want to discuss how to keep this party a secret so that you can make it a big surprise. All right, so you're planning, you and a group of friends, you're planning a very big surprise birthday party for a special friend. And you're discussing how to keep it a secret. How can you keep this big surprise party a secret? But before we look at those answers, Fighting Birds, if you want to improve your quality of sleeping, change your pillow to a snow pillow. To a snow pillow. Okay, a snow pillow. I've never heard of that. I've never heard of that. Is that a good pillow? Fighting Boards, I'm cool, calm, and collected to keep going and improve my English. Yes, I'm cool, calm, and collected to keep going to improve my English. No and. To improve my English. It's good for your neck. Okay, I'll have to check it out. Snow pillow. Supergirl, your answer for the surprise party is if we plan well, we'll have a great surprise party for our friend. Yeah, if we plan well, we'll have a great surprise party. That is true. What else could we say? Answer on the screen here. Okay, so my sentence there, as it slowly gets typed on the screen. If we throw the party on a day other than her birthday, she will surely be surprised. All right, so if we throw the party on a day other than her birthday, so if her birthday is June 10th, if her birthday is June 10th, that means if we throw it, let's say on June 12th, June 13th, just a different day, she will surely be surprised. YFS, your answer. If we have a great agenda, we will have a wonderful party for our special friend. Okay, grammatically, that sentence is perfect. Agenda, we don't really use so much outside of business. So agenda is usually talking about a meeting, business meeting. So if we have a great plan, I think is better. If we have a great plan. Fighting Boards, don't spill the beans. So we need an S on that bean. Don't spill the beans. Yeah, that means don't tell anyone. Don't spill the beans if you want to surprise your friend. Okay? Nice. I like it. All right, let's look at number 8. Number 8 is health advice. Health advice. Let's make this a little bit bigger. There we go. Health advice. What can we say about health advice here? In the meantime, I'm going to try closing a few of these apps that I've got running in the background. Hopefully that clears things up for me. All right, so here, your health advice situation. Your friend is always feeling tired and unwell recently and asks you for advice on how to recover. All right, so your friend is always feeling tired, always feeling unwell. And this is a recent event. So your friend asks for advice. What would you say? Yeah, so spill the beans means don't spill the beans means don't talk. Don't tell the secret. All right, so YFS, if you want, no S, if you want to get better, you need to go to see your doc and get checked out. And get checked out. Right? Whenever you go to a doctor, you get checked out. Okay, I'm going to put a little banner for that one. That wasn't the banner I wanted. I'm trying to make a new banner, but this internet is just killing me right now. Get checked out. Whenever you go to the doctor, you get checked out. Okay, that's you get examined. That would be the the better, more formal language. But in conversation, you get checked out. The doctor checks you out. All right, Supergirl, if you want to get healthier, you should change your diet and sleep longer. Perfect. 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 My answer for this is very similar. Oh, 1 second. I got some typos there. My computer is all glitchy because of the internet. All right, so if you want to get better, and I'm going to use a new word here, is I'm going to say need, right? So we've used will, we've used might, we've used may, we've used should. Now I'm going to say need. You need to make some better health decisions. Okay. And that's probably not the best advice. It's very general advice. All right. If you want to get better, you need to make some better health decisions. All right. So let's do really getting on my last nerve. You always forget out. That's okay. Fighters, be optimistic. If you feel tired like a shoddy old man, an optimistic pill will help you like a magical one. Okay, just put an optimistic pill. Wow, I like that sentence. Very creative, Fighters. You should write some like short stories. Okay, I wanted to get at least to number 9 because number 9 you can see I've got a little asterisk there, and it's already telling you please use the second conditional. So with number 9, we're going to be using the second conditional. So what's the well, in the first conditional, we've been learning, we've learned this pattern right here. 1 second. We've learned this pattern. If plus the present simple plus will and the base verb. All right, that's the first conditional. Now, if we wanted to make a second conditional, it's going to change. We're going to be using not the same thing. It's going to be if past tense, right? We're not going to be using present tense. We're going to be using past tense. And then we're going to use would. We're not going to use will. We're going to use would. And then the base verb. Okay, so I'll put that on as a banner as well. Okay, so it's going to be if plus the past verb plus would plus base verb. Okay, so there's the second conditional right there. If plus past verb plus would and the base verb. So it's going to be a little different. So if you look at scenario number 9, situation says you're discussing dream vacation destinations with a coworker. This is a dream, right? It's your dream destination, dream vacation. They ask you where you would go if you had the opportunity to travel anywhere. All right, so if you had the opportunity to travel anywhere, where would you go? Where's your dream vacation destination? All right, yeah, no, it's my side. It's definitely my side. Like my mouse is going all over the place. My internet is acting all weird. I missed a couple of comments. XYZ. Oh my God, I didn't know you were doing a live lesson today. We have 3-day holiday from tomorrow, so I was watching a movie. Yeah, I wasn't planning to do it, but I think Friday is going to be my new day. Thursday and Friday, back-to-back days. Yeah, I'm in Japan as well, and this weekend is a 3-day weekend, so I'm pretty excited. But I do work tomorrow, so it's a 2-day weekend for me. I could have joined your lesson. Did you mention it on your community post? Yes, I did. I did put it on the community post. And yeah, you forgot the nitty-gritty one. Yes, don't forget the and. But yeah, the rest of the sentence was perfect. YFS, if I can go anywhere, remember this is going to be second conditional, so let's use past tense. If I could go anywhere, you've already changed it. If I could go anywhere, not could have gone. If I could go anywhere, I would go to Greece, not Greek. Not Greek. Greek is that's the people. Greek, that's the food. Greece is the country. So if I could go anywhere, I would go to Greece. Fighters, if I had a chance to go anywhere, I would definitely go to Universal Studios. Don't forget the S. Fighters, which Universal Studios? Which Universal Studios? Los Angeles? Florida, Tokyo, or not Tokyo, sorry, Osaka, Japan. I believe there's like one in Hong Kong. Hello, teacher. Can I say your name? Wow. Can you help me say your name? Let's see. Let me try. Gulbahar Topuz Osman. I'm not sure if that was right. I apologize if it's wrong. Yes, La La Land. Great movie, great city, Los Angeles. Nice. I used to live there for a long time. I don't know where I would go. Probably Italy. I love the food. All right, perfect. Let's do maybe one more, and then I'll give one for homework as well, and then we'll call it a lesson. Especially since my internet is just so bad right now. All right, choosing a movie. The situation is you're deciding on a time to watch a movie with a friend, and you also want to be able to have dinner too. All right, so you're deciding on a time to watch a movie with a friend, and you also want to be able to have dinner too. Supergirl, 2 votes for Italy. Yes. I've never been to Italy, so I'd love to go. Again, just for the food. I love Italian food. All right, so this is the last one we're going to do together. I'll leave one for homework as well. You're deciding on a time to watch a movie with a friend, and you also want to be able to have dinner too. All right, so you need to get 2 things done. Sometimes it's hard. And I'm going to try to put an answer up here myself as well. Hopefully things can move smoother. And it's not. I'm usually a very, very patient person, but this is trying my patience. In the meantime, let's hear everybody else's answers while I try to figure this out. Let's hear everybody else's answers. I'm going to try closing my lesson and opening it up again. So let's hear everybody's answers. All right, you want to watch a movie, or you also want to have dinner. There's 2 things you need to get done. XYZ, if I go 2, no 2 with anywhere. If I could go anywhere, XYZ, no 2. If I could go anywhere, I would go to Alaska. Alaska would be cool. Alaska would be cool. Let's have here Supergirl. If we watch the movie at 5 p.m., we'll be able to eat dinner at about 7:30 to 8. You don't need to put at here. That you could just use about as well. That's fine. If I had a chance to meet my friend, I would organize I would organize it in a way that can handle both watching a movie and dinner with my pal. Yeah, perfect. If we want to eat dinner, we could go to the late show after dinner. I like it, XYZ. I like it. That is a perfect answer. All right, I'm going to put my answer as well. For me, my answer would probably be very similar to what a couple of you have already said. If we want to have dinner, we should go to the early show. Right? If we want to have dinner, we should go to the early show. All right. If we go to the early show, we should be able to have dinner after. We should be able to have dinner after. Should be able to. Here, it's not advice. If I said you should be able to, that is saying that something has a strong chance to happen. It's like 80% chance. YFS, if we watch a movie at the dinner time, we can some dinner and drinks in the movie theater. Okay. All right. We just need to fix it up a bit. If we watch the movie during dinner time, we can eat and drink in the movie theater. We can eat and drink. Remember, if you say can, we need another verb. We need the base verb. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to put, let's see right here. I'm going to put a scenario on the screen. This will be your homework. This will be your homework. Let's see here. Let me put this homework in. I'm going to read the rest of the comments here in 1 second. All right, so that right there, number 14, hopefully when it gets on the screen, number 14 will be your homework. Okay, anybody watching on the replay who wants to try some homework, number 14 is your homework. Five Boroughs, I have a suggestion. I'm not forcing you. Could we have a lesson about mixed condition? Really my nerve hard. You know what? I was almost going to do that today, Five Boroughs, mixed condition. All right, I'm going to make you a promise. Next Thursday, because usually I see on Thursdays while Fighting Boards. Thursday night, when I did lesson, I will do it on mixed conditions. Definitely. All right, so Thursday night, next Thursday, anybody watching right now and you're watching on the replay, next Thursday, we're going to be doing a lesson on mixed conditionals. So today I was contemplating, do I do first or do I do 0, first, second, third, or mixed? I went with first, so I'll do mixed next week. YFS, if we watch a movie around dinner time, we can grab some food and drinks in the movie theater. Perfect. Because I love the fried chicken in the theater. Have you ever tried it? Fried chicken. Tried it. Don't forget it, YFS. The fried at XYZ. Is it Toho movie theater? They have lots of food, but I only tried the popcorn there. No, yeah. They have popcorn chicken, right? Is that right, YFS? Popcorn chicken? I usually only get the popcorn too, XYZ. Caramel and salted. But I think I have had the popcorn chicken. It's really good. Any fried chicken's good. Unless you're, vegan or vegetarian, then it's not good. Okay. So, number 14 is for homework. You're preparing for a road trip. You're planning a weekend road trip and you're worried about the holiday traffic in the morning. All right, make a sentence using first conditional. Okay, remember, I've got it. That's the second conditional banner on the screen. The first conditional is going to be with present simple and will. Okay, that's the present simple. That's the pattern I want you to use. All right. I want to apologize first of all, I want to apologize for my terrible internet connection today. I will try to get that figured out. I don't know why it's so bad today, but I'll figure it out. And next time, I promise you it will be much better, hopefully. So thank you guys for bearing with me, being patient during this really bad, I want to say a bad word, but bad internet connection and everything breaking up. Fighterboard is already doing your homework. Great. If you want to get away from no in this situation, if you want to get away from bumper to bumper traffic, stick with your plan. I know that's a typo. Stick with your plan and you are good to go. I promise. Perfect. Yeah, just a couple things. No with bumper to bumper. Stick with your plan and you are good to go. And Fighting Boaters with a nice shout out to YFS, XYZ, and Supergirl. All right, guys. Thank you so much again. Thank you, Fighting Boaters. You're always so sweet. Yeah, but it drives me crazy. It gets me frustrated when things don't move smooth. XYZ finishing her homework already. If we want to avoid the holiday traffic, we should leave really early in the morning, like 4 a.m. Yeah, that's good. That's smart. That's smart. Leaving early is always a good choice. And plus, you can get to your destination early too. Okay, guys. Thank you so much. Again, I apologize for the internet. It'll get better next time. Next live lesson, I'll leave it on my community site, so check that out. And make sure you check out that new business English speaking video I just put out. It's not homework anymore, XYZ. You did it. Perfect. Don't worry about it. You can do it here or for homework. So don't worry. That was great. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys all in the next lesson. Thank you, Fighter Boys. See you later. All right, YFS, XYZ, Supergirl. Thank you. Thank you. See you guys. It's even hard just to close the stream. There we go. It's slowly going. My mouse doesn't work right now. It's not working. So you get an extra bonus of me just talking nonsense into the video right now.